Frank, how could a good God send nice people to hell?
I got that question from Eddie Tabash many years ago in a debate. He said, my mother was a survivor of the Holocaust. She lived a life full of pain and suffering, but she was a good person. She ended her life after, well, she didn't end her life, but she died after somebody offered her the gospel, but she rejected the gospel. And so he said, is she in hell right now? And I said, Eddie, I don't know where your mother is now. I don't know if she had a deathbed conversion, but if she didn't accept Christ before she died, then God is too loving to force her into heaven against her will.
That is the most horrific, disgusting, egotistical piece of shit of an answer I have ever heard. So, God is too loving to force her into eternal happiness. Well, I'm too loving to force this girl into loving me, so I'm going to throw her in a van where she'll be taken far away and beaten. Yep, that sounds so freaking loving. And people wonder why I have this intro.
Because the implication or the assumption behind the objection is that everybody wants to go to heaven. That's not true.
Well, if hell is an alternative, I'd gladly accept heaven. I'm pretty sure any like-minded person would choose heaven over hell, especially if they see God face to face.
Who's in heaven? Jesus is in heaven. Well, there have been people running from Jesus their entire lives. What's he going to do after death? Go, oh, hold on, you're with me now. How would that be loving?
Why is throwing people into hell more loving than forcing them into happiness? I think both sound kind of weird and unnecessary, but I'm sure everyone can agree that being happy forever is better than being tortured forever.
People don't want to be with Jesus. They don't want God. And what hell demonstrates, if it really is true, and of course I believe it is, that man is free and God is love.
It demonstrates to me that people can be cruel and God is a monster.
That we have the free ability to either choose God or reject God.
I don't reject God. I've mentioned before about how losing faith hurt, and at that moment I did not reject God. If God exists, he rejected me.
And that God is loving enough that if we don't want any God in the afterlife, he'll grant that to us. He'll separate himself from us.
Well, that sounds like a separation from God hell instead of the fire and brimstone hell, you know? You know, like the hell where you're just separated from God, but it's just complete and total darkness? Yeah, that kind of hell. Maybe wasn't talking about fire and brimstone. Maybe I was wrong, huh? Oh, look, there's a video. Oh, Jesus, look at the title. Oh, Jesus.
Frank, I feel like one of the things that's so difficult is if you believe in a traditional perspective on hell, that is eternal conscious torment, that people just think that, oh man, you want people to go to hell and, God must be cruel and all that. And why are you trying to defend this position of someone going to hell forever? And emotional, I'm going, man, I don't want anybody to go to hell, but how do you kind of deal with that?
You can be saved from what? Saved from punishment. The punishment that you're justly due because you have committed moral crimes.
Oh no, he was talking about what I thought he was talking about. I had faith, and it was wrong.
Forced love is not love. Not at all. Now, let me go back to the annihilationist point for a second. What would you think if some young person came to his parent and said to his dad, Dad, I never want to see you again. And so the father said, fine, bang, annihilated him, shot him. That wouldn't be loving, would it?
And neither would sending the child away so he could be beaten and tortured.
It would be more loving to say, fine, son, if you don't want to be in my presence anymore, you don't have to be. But keep in mind that if you're outside of my presence, life's going to be hard for you. And the son goes anyway.
Okay, now I'm really confused. What does he think of hell? Because it says traditional hell in the title, but it doesn't sound like he's talking about traditional hell or fire and brimstone hell like everybody. That's what traditional hell is, right? How am I supposed to find out? Oh my god. Oh yeah, look, it's a description. Frank Turek tells us why he defends the traditionalist view of eternal conscious torment in hell. Well, there you go. Frank does believe that going to hell will be torture, or a torment, as the description says. Well then, all my arguments still stand. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye-bye. Also, if you guys have any suggestions for videos, please let me know. I'm running out. Please, my brain. I literally just, I looked up YouTube videos upon YouTube videos, and like, there was this huge YouTube video that was like, oh, 10 minutes long, and it was great. And then I responded to the video, and then I got deja vu, and then I realized somebody already responded to that video, and I made the exact same points they did, and so I scrapped the entire video, and now I made like what, another 3-minute video. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, but I would like some help, please. Thank you.